I'm Osborne Keys, the Labour Market Information Specialist. I was trying to signal to my executive, requesting that she can kindly present this particular presentation because she's very close to it. But then I remember that towards the end of this month there's performance reviews. And I don't want to be dealt with. My next presentation is the sector skills plan. In regards to the base chemicals, in 2017 they made up 16% of employment within the sector. And if you can see from 2012, they grew by 2%, they made 14%. One of the smallest subsectors we have in the chemical sector is the explosives. In 2017, they made 2% of the employment, whereas in 2012 they made 3%. So they fluctuated, but only a percentage. FMCG made 10%, fertilizers made 5%, and the largest in our sector is the petroleum, making 23%. But if you look at in 2012, they had made 28%, 2013 they made 29%. However, when it got to 2017, they lost a lot of employees within the subsector. And what we do over and above just analyzing the data and showing the data and giving it out to stakeholders is that we engage with stakeholders. We want to find out what is the cause. Luckily, we have functional chambers where we engage with particular stakeholders to find out, does that correlate within your company? And it does correlate. There was a lot of job shedding, particularly between the 2015-2016 period. So this is also a testament to the figures that we receive from WSPs. The pharmaceuticals started at 14% in 2012 and increased by 2% to 16%. And then surface coating, also one of the smaller subsectors. In 2012 they made 5%, and in 2017 they made 6%, so just about a percentage difference. In regards to the gender distribution, there's been literally zero transformation. Males started off at 69% in 2012, females were at 31% in 2012. In 2017, males made 68%, females made 32%. We also did analysis of the discretionary grants applications, and this still resembles that. So the DG applications, in terms of what stakeholders are applying for training, resembles exactly what these stats are saying, where the gender makeup is still around the 60-odd% to 30-odd%. Then we asked one of our stakeholders at chamber discussions to say, well, why are these figures like this? Why is there no transformation in terms of females within the sector? And interestingly, it was a male who responded. And when that man responded, he said, he had a valid point, which is apparently the chemical produce that are used within the chemical sector can be harmful to the female reproductive system. So generally women need to consider a lot whether they want to be in a particular environment. Then the second one, which was a bit more problematic, is the environment might not be conducive for females. And it's said by a man, so I think that's a bit interesting and very problematic. So yeah, we're eager to find out from females, women, to find out what could be the possible causes that has perpetuated these stats. The last presentation, literally is just one slide, is the skill supply and demand database. I also presented this earlier on this year. The SSDD is an online platform where we're trying to facilitate placement between stakeholders who are seeking learners to place as well as learners who are seeking placement. So it's an online platform. You can access it directly on Cheetah, or the website provided down is www.ssdd.org.za. If you have submitted a WSP, you automatically have access to it. I just wanted to urge stakeholders to please engage the database, please find learners to place. I know sometimes you want learners within the locality, and there are learners who are willing to travel. So I urge stakeholders to please engage it and access these learners. Thank you.